The number one reason why clients are not buying your offer is because they don't trust you. My name is Renata de Melo. I'm a feminine leadership and sales mentor, and this channel is here to really support you be fully embodied in your mission and making sales really empowering to you. Now, let's go back into my first statement. The number one reason why clients are not buying from you is because they don't trust you. Here's the thing. If a product and offer is really for that client, can really support that client in achieving what they desire, the reason why they're not buying is either because they don't trust you or they don't trust themselves. Either way, it's your job to establish the context and the environment for your clients to fully step into receivership and see how they can be fully supported by you and fully trust you to get them to where they want to go. Now, one of the key things that is crucial in any sales and in any relationships is trust. And one of the pillars of trust that many coaches, healers, service providers, creators don't establish, don't have, is authority. Authority is one of the key aspects that makes a client really trust you. And it's not the authority of having a credential, of having a certificate, or of having a doctor in the beginning of your name. That's not what I'm talking about, although this does bring and instill authority. But there are 4 ways to establish authority throughout the process that can really support you in establishing more trust with your clients. So let's dive in. So the first one is to establish the framework and the structure of the call when you're starting the conversation with your potential client. So at the call, before you dive into what you're really there for, connect with them, make them at ease. It's like you're inviting somebody over to your house. Just really allow them to show up and feel comfortable in your space. And then establish the structure of the call, how things are going to go. You're first going to touch on this point, then you're going to move into this point, then you're going to talk about X, Y, Z. And then if it feels aligned, we're going to talk about the offers and services that can support them getting to what they desire. And then you're going to move it from there. So that just is a couple of seconds to establish structure can be pivotal in establishing trust in your potential clients during that conversation. And by already putting them at ease because they trust you, because they had held authority on the call right at the beginning of the call, then they can open up into receivership. The second aspect that is key in establishing authority during a sales conversation is asking powerful questions. A lot of coaches, healers, service providers, and creators are actually not asking the questions that will be crucial for the client, the potential client, to actually share what they're really there for, what your true problem is, how that problem is really impacting their life, because they're staying too much at the surface level. And you're not asking that question because there's fear there about being intrusive or about being uncomfortable with that topic themselves. And so you want to be able to ask powerful questions that will allow your clients to really think and get introspective and really be able to share on that conversation what is it that they're really there for and what is it that they truly want and how much that problem is really a pain in their life. The third aspect that is really powerful in establishing trust in a sales conversation is by telling stories. People want to know that you've done this before. People want social proof. And even if you haven't done it with an actual client, if you have supported somebody like this in the past, then you want to be able to share that story without, of course, sharing names, sharing any confidential information. It's not about the who and the how and what happened. It's about the storyline of how you have actually supported that person move from A to B. And so your potential clients want to know that this is not the first time. If you're at the surgery table, you want to know that the surgeon is not doing that surgery for the first time. Same thing for your potential clients. And sharing stories is the best way to do that. And you can actually get permission from your client to share that story and share it in a way that is so powerful so that they can see themselves in somebody else's experience, know that their problem is normal. What may seem to be something so big for them, for you, it's just every day at the office, you got this. And the fourth aspect of what really helps you establish authority in a sales conversation is your body language. Your body is speaking through you, is speaking for you. And if you don't actually hold yourself with a presence, grounded, and establishing a powerful presence in front of your potential client, it will show that you're afraid. It will show that you're nervous. It will show that you might be not interested. It will show that you're not invested. It will show that you are unsure. And so if you want to show something, show that you're grounded, show that you're present, show that you're powerful, show that you're really connected, and show that you're really ready to support them. And that is by just really getting your body to hold itself in a position of presence. And you can feel the energy of the person when somebody's really powerfully centered, connected to their body, and when somebody is completely disconnected, not engaged, or when they're fearing, or when they're like with their arms crossed, or when we have the hand in their face. All these things will speak for you and through you. And so if your body's speaking anyways, let it speak from a place of empowerment and let it be another vehicle for your mission to speak through. And here's a bonus tip for establishing authority. There is no traffic along the extra mile. There's so many people that are willing to do just enough to get things done, to tick the box and make themselves feel good about getting it done. There is no traffic along the extra mile. There's very little people that are willing to do certain things. And so if you want to establish authority, go ahead and do something that most people in your industry are not doing. Maybe it is to do a Loom video with an audit about their product and how you can support them in making it better. Maybe it is to record the meditation and send it to them. Maybe it is to do an actual video or a voice note. So many people are afraid of sending voice notes to communicate with potential clients. There's so much that gets to be experienced through your voice, your energy. And so voice notes are a beautiful way to actually show that you care, that you are excited to meet them, that you are invested, and that you want that relationship to go further, and to show that you're not afraid of showing up because you're there sharing with your voice and not just hiding behind words through a message. And if any of this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel. Here's where I share a lot more around leadership, self-expression, sales, and holistic and spiritual practices to help you really embody your mission, tapped in, tuned in, and turned on.